What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Balvenie Triple Cask 16-year-old. Alright. And a sample from Jamie Johnson, the Ambassador, the Balvenie 17-year-old Doublewood. The 16-year-old is bottled at 40%. The 17-year-old is bottled at 43%. Before I get to these, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I've been doing on the app Snups. Okay, so Snups, as you can see right here on my iPad, that's the app. Okay, this is my message area. This is where people can send me private messages and that sort of thing. This is who I'm following and what they're doing on a daily basis. Okay, that's my profile. Okay, I have 4 shelves. I've shown you guys these shelves before, but as you can see, I got a Scotch shelf, a bourbon shelf, Canadian whiskey shelf, and a world whiskey shelf. All right, I'm also posting moments as they come. So recently picked up 3 bottles of Highland Park 25-year-old, and I posted that. This is generating some attraction right now on the app. I want to show you the group that we have, Whiskey in the Six, and this is where I want all of you guys to come in, because I would really like you guys to join me on this app. Okay, oops, there we go. That's the app right there. Okay, currently 30 members. Discussion started about my Highland Park 25-year-olds and my Glendronach 1995 PX Sherry Cask 20-year-old. All right, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I've posted on there. And here's one by Austin, who posted his Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey Fudge Caramels. All right, so highly recommend that you guys come out there, download the app either on iOS or Android, and join us on the Whiskey in the Six group. This way I can see your collection. You guys can see what I've been up to. If I go to bars and stuff like that, I'll be posting those in my moments, and I will answer any questions that you guys may have. Now to this whiskey review. So, Triple Cask, just like it promises, is made of 3 different casks: Oloroso sherry butts, first fill bourbon barrels, traditional whiskey casks. Traditional whiskey casks are basically American oak, ex-bourbon barrels from probably 2nd or 3rd fill. The Doublewood 17-year-old is just 5 years older than the 12-year Doublewood, and it's bottled at 43% as opposed to 40%. So the same juice as the Doublewood 12-year-old, which is very common, very likable, and a lot of people really enjoy that one. Just aged for 5 more years and bottled a little bit higher at 43%. These ones in particular are pretty collectible. So if I have an opportunity to pick up another bottle of this, I will, because they're usually limited and they're hard to come by, because this one I think was a travel retail exclusive. All right, and the Balvenie 17-year-olds, there's a whole series of these, so they're highly collectible as well, in my opinion. You can get a peated one, a Madeira cask one. There's a whole bunch of different options. Okay, so keep your eye out for those, because I know there's a guy on Facebook, I forget his name right now, but he has the whole collection of 17-year-olds, and it's awesome, and they're highly sought after, and they become pretty expensive as the years go by. All right, nose and taste. Sweet, honey, touch of saltiness, pretty common with a Balvenie expression. Okay, not much different here, on the nose anyway. Okay, very similar. That one might be a little bit more sherried, possibly because of the 1-year difference. I'm not expecting a huge difference, but there is subtle differences. This is also, like I said, bottled at 40%, the 16-year-old. Super easy to drink. I wish it was maybe 3 to 6% higher in ABV, but lots of cinnamon, easy to drink. Not a very long finish, but it's still there. There's still a bit of cinnamon going on. Some oakiness. This is a perfect beginner dram. Bottled at 40%. Anyone would love this whiskey. Actually, the finish is still going, so I shouldn't have been so quick to say not a very long finish. This one's a bit fuller, I notice, on the nose. Very similar characteristics. Get a little bit of caramel with this one as opposed to like honey, but it's a little fuller. A little bit more of a saline note as well. This one has a bit more of that Balvenie characteristic that you know very well. That saline follows through on the palate. It's like a cereal grain note. A lot of honey. And also like a lot of cinnamon on the finish as well. It's more full thanks to that 43%, so that extra 3% does a difference. They're very similar, so it's hard to distinguish between the two. But this is not the first time I've done this. I've done this one other time. A little lighter, probably more for the everyday type dram. Also more for the beginner. I would say the 16-year-old Triple Cask. And there's a lot more cinnamon on the finish. This one's a lot heavier on the saline note. I'm also detecting a hint of peat. I'm not sure why. It doesn't say too, like, in the information that I've looked up, I don't see very much on peat when it comes to this whiskey, but I'm getting a touch. It's not as sweet as the 16-year-old. It's more robust, a little bit thicker on the palate. Both very nice whiskeys. As far as marks go, they're not far off in my opinion. This is about an A-. I would say around an 81-ish, because you can pick it up for a reasonable price at any travel retail store. I think it's around 100 to 120 American. All right. Whereas the Balvenie 17-year-old in Ontario is up there in price, and in the UK it's about 80 pounds. All right. I think I've seen it in the US for around $150 to $170 depending on where you buy it. So you can get it for a reasonable price in the US. A lot less reasonable in Ontario, but it's still very nice stuff. I'm still gonna go with an A- as well, around an 82, 83. Very nice stuff. I don't know if I would drop $300 on that bottle, but really, really, really nice. The Balvenie 16-year-old is an easy buy for me in my opinion, because the price in the travel retail stores where it's available, it's very reasonable and it's limited, so you can actually collect this bottle as well. The 17-year-old, if I were in the States, I'd buy it for sure. It's an easy buy in the States, but unfortunately in Ontario it's a little bit higher than most places, so for that reason I wouldn't be able to suggest that you go out and buy it. I would say you try it first, because you might really enjoy it and then want to buy it. Alright, so both are A-, both very, very nice. I enjoy them. Alright. I don't know if you've been able to follow my Instagram at all, but I've been posting pictures periodically of custom orders of hats. I made this one for myself. I have someone that just recently ordered a red hat with a white 6, pretty much the same as this, but just red hat instead. I got someone that ordered a black snapback with a gold 6. There's a nice gray one with a black 6. Anything you guys want, pretty much any color you guys want, just let me know. You can message me on Snups, message me on Instagram, Facebook, or on YouTube, and you'll be able to contact me and I can get that order in for you. The other thing is, just follow me on those things as well. Come check out Snups, Instagram, you can find me at Whiskey in the Six. On Facebook, just type in Whiskey in the Six, you'll find me as well. Twitter, and I'm also on Patreon if you guys want to check that out. Cheers, guys.